Welcome, guys, to another edition of All Elite Heat Podcast. I'm running the show this week. I got the driver's seat. On my right is the lady that needs no introduction. Every time you touch her, you get a little prick on your finger. Cactus Caitie, what's going on?
Good evening, Venomous Vincent. How are you doing tonight?
I am fantastic. The sheriff, I don't know if he's going to be joining us tonight. She's having some technical difficulties on her side. So maybe not sure, but we'll
All
see.
right.
Guys, what a show tonight. Um, I do got to say this.
Fire.
I do got to say this. And I said this to you guys when I came on. I don't know what was worse. This show or the new Jurassic Park Rebirth movie. I can't figure it out. Like, the last match wasn't that bad, but that Mercedes Moné match, if anybody watched that match, I just don't understand what these promoters, Tony Khan or any of these people think they're putting their eggs in the basket for her. There's no reason for her to have 19 titles around her waist. Like, she's not that good. She wrestles horrible. She made so many mistakes tonight.
Tell us how you really feel, Vincent.
I mean, she almost messed up her submission. She did some kind of rollout and she didn't roll the right. I just don't get it. But let's start the show off. Let's talk about Hangman Adam Page. Man, he was a ball of fire tonight. He walked right to the ring, not wasting any time, and he wants an answer. There she is. There
Yay!
she is. Sarah.
Hi.
Hi, Sheriff. How are you?
Sounds like I missed some riveting review of the show.
Just Vincent's open mouth commentary. That's all.
Nothing bad.
Oh, really? I heard some Mercedes Moné slander. I don't know.
I was just saying she can't.
I guess when we get to that match, I guess I'll have to set the record straight on that one.
Okay. Well, let's continue. So Hangman Page came to the ring and said he didn't want to waste anybody's time, saying that he wanted this death match with Jon Moxley. It's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be one hell of a match. Then in walks in what?
10 days until Texas.
Yes, 10 days until AEW.
All in.
Sorry.
All in Dallas.
Tonight was. I'm pretty sure it's not in Dallas.
It was Dynamite Heroes versus Villains. It was a 300 episode.
It's next week pretty busy for wrestling, right? That's not the only show going on.
No,
because WWE counter programmed with like three different events. So
it's too much wrestling for me. Way too much wrestling.
I mean, we are a wrestling podcast.
Thank you so much.
There's always something. Aww. Yeah. Well.
What do we think about this segment tonight, guys? Jon Moxley comes out with Marina Shafir, and you thought maybe it was going to be a nice like one-on-one talk, but it turned into an all-out brawl.
It's never that with Jon Moxley, and we got to see Hangman kind of showcase his dark side. He did a buckshot lariat on Marina Shafir.
Right to her.
To kind of say, about that life. That's what he said.
She had no way to recover from that. And if you watch the ending of that segment, Castellano is literally fireman carrying her out of the ring. Like, she's just full on embracing it.
Hey, Jeffrey. I like that. I like that they made it a Texas death match. So I think both of them have kind of a bit of a. Sorry, my dog is whining at me. But anyways, they both kind of have a bit of like a history with hardcore matches. Hangman won his feud because that's what happened. He won his feud with Swerve, and they had a series of pretty much death matches. Moxley is a deathmatch king. We know he likes that stuff. He used to be in CZW. You know, if you breathe on him, he bleeds. So I think this match at All In is going to be sponsored by Neosporin.
Oh, I mean, it's Moxley. So, I mean, anytime Moxley's in a big event like that, there's going to be blood.
I'm doing this because the pay-per-view's in Texas. That's part of it, yeah. And also, hang like being a cowboy. That's kind of like a Texas thing. So that's why he's like, this is gonna favor me. Of course, Cowboys. Oh yeah.
So
No. How can you have the name Philly and say Cowboy fans? I don't know who you are, but that is not cool.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Maybe this person's from Philly, but it's a Cowboys fan.
Ooh, that's rough. I
mean, this person should know that. I mean, they're not going anywhere. They have a horrible owner. Dak Prescott's a bad quarterback. I mean,
Are we talking about football now?
I don't want any smoke with Cowboys fans. I know they're not.
I'll take all the smoke. I'll take it all.
They're known to be ride for their team. Okay.
Smoke the joint, the cigarette, the cigar. I'll take it all. Let's talk about this Mercedes Moné TBS Championship match. But before we get into this, let's talk about the belts that this woman holds. The nonsense belts this woman holds. Not only does she have the TBS Championship, she has the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. She has the EWA Women's Championship, the Owen Hart Cup, the CMLL World Women's Championship. I mean, the list goes on. But can we honestly say that this woman's worth the belts?
So actually, I'm pretty sure that she lost the New Japan title.
I couldn't tell. Yeah. I couldn't tell. She still has 19 belts around her waist.
Yeah, she was in a triple. Thank you, Jeffrey. She was in a triple threat with Mina and the current champion. Is it AZM? Is that her name? Okay. And she lost. We know that she won the CMLL title. She won that quite recently. Clearly, like she said, she's around the world. She's collecting belts and she's collecting checks. And, her opponents are collecting ass whoopings. What can you say? It's not her fault. It's not her fault that she's getting these W's. Tell the other women to step their game up, okay?
And her bed's not lonely anymore. I mean,
she's got a beast in there.
She's got a beast.
She's got a beast in her sheets, okay?
Serious.
Tonight's opponent was no was no newbie to the actual Golden Circle. You might know her. I don't know her. I don't want to butcher her name. Go ahead.
Are you talking about Mina?
Yeah, Mina what?
Kurosawa?
There we go.
Kurokawa, sorry.
I'm not going to butcher
her. This is why we have Shara.
She's been part of the story Mariah May was part of the story too, but she's no longer with the company.
I just said she's not new to the wrestling world. Is what I said.
She has sure. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I think I misheard you because I've got my AC going. But yeah, she Mina Shirakawa. Yeah, she's I like Mina a lot, and I like her music. She wasn't beating Mercedes before All In though. That was never gonna happen.
No, but she has some
I like that
they
had her defend her belt beforehand, because if she's going to be facing Tony, she can't defend her belt at the, you have an AC that not have central air. I'm sorry, but is central air the only way to have an AC unit? I have one in the window.
I mean, it's New York. What do you expect? It's all good.
Yeah. This is that Florida thing. They think that, you can only
They can't live without central air down there.
It gets hot down there, okay? We're a cold climate up here in New York, all right? We put our ACs in and out the window, depending on the season.
Well, I mean...
Well, that's funny, because you're older than me. How do you not know what a window unit is?
I have one in my room.
See? Thank you.
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Vince. See, somebody knows that New York is New York. Wait, Vince, are you from New York?
No, but a couple of weeks ago, something was going on with my AC, and I'm like, I got to put one in here. It's too hot.
Yeah, we had Vinny, I am so disappointed in you.
Why?
God forbid he wants to stay cool. Too bad he's so fresh and so cool. All right.
Hey, listen, Chris should be not disappointed. I did trivia with Chris on Monday.
Wow, where did you do trivia?
At Chronic Guru, like he did. But I'm gonna tell you what, he had such hard topics this week. Like I could
above your pay grade.
It was
Your
a
IQ
little bit above
register.
my intelligence.
Oh wait, did you not do well at the trivia?
The first round, I think I did.
What was it called? I Can Beat a Third Grader?
I think I missed.
Think about, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
That's it.
Yeah.
My job did trivia, but one of the categories was the Olympics.
At the jail?
About that.
Sheriff, at the jail?
What's the jail?
You did trivia at jail? At the jail?
At the jail? I see what you did there. Yeah, all of my NYPD friends, we all did trivia, and the topic was police brutality. We knew nothing about anything, of course.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we all
if it was white collar crime, we would have been all right.
Let's talk about this match though. I know Sheriff said she was gonna question what I'm gonna say about her. I just feel like there were so many mistakes tonight on her.
You felt like the match was sloppy?
Very sloppy. Very sloppy. I think
I think you mentioned that the roll-up finish, you didn't like it.
No, there wasn't a roll-up finish. There was a part in the match where she was trying to put on her it used to be called the bank statement. Now it's called
wait, I don't remember.
Yeah, but
I know what you're talking about.
She tried to roll the arm, and she actually flipped the other way. To me, it just didn't seem like she cared tonight. Like, it just seemed like they put her in a match for the title that she knew that she was going to retain, and she was just sloppy.
My dog must have really hated this match because he's yelling at me. Give me a quick second.
All right, you know what? Let's run a commercial. We will be right back.
Luca. I have to call him Bad Luck Luca because every time I see this guy, he's trying to help Big T, Tony D, and every time something happens where he's getting hit in the back, I mean, this guy, I wouldn't even trust him if I was in the kitchen cooking because there might be a knife in my back. So Bad Luck Luca continues the trend of being bad luck. I want to get that going. Bad Luck Luca. I don't think he's joining with Stacks. I think it's going to be revealed that, and I want to give a shout out to Jeffrey and the chat here because I saw it last week. Forgive me because you shared lovely stuff with me on X. I'm just not as active there, but I saw a tweet that you put, and you said, "What if Rizzo is a part? Like she's behind all this." So I'm beginning to think that she might have something to do with it. Tony's going to realize that Bad Luck Luca is actually the good one. So, yeah, Bad Luck Luca. That's what we're going to do. Bad Luck Luca. You can't even... Jeffrey's saying the best. Oh, he'll burn down the kitchen. Right, yeah, he'll cause a fucking grease fire. I don't trust this man. Like, this man, he always goes down. Like, I could see myself giving him, like, hey, look, I got math homework. Don't ask why I got math homework at 37. And it says 1 + 1 is... I say, oh, look, it says 1 + 1. And he'll tell me 3. I will trust him and watch me be the laughing stock in school. I don't trust you, Bad Luck Luca, at all. I'm keeping my eyes on you. He's the kind of guy, he'll mop the floor. Don't put a wet floor sign there. You'll fall and just, I don't know, suffer an elbow injury or something. We'll get that going. But yeah, I don't trust him.
Well, that is the NXT review show every Tuesday night, right after NXT. And yours truly, Mad Dog Kelly, will be joining the cast next week.
So excited for him. Woo,
so excited.
Mad Dog.
Peekaboo.
So Mercedes Moné wins by a pinfall roll up and retains her TBS championship. Not the way I would want to see her win, but we'll go with it. This next match.
Wait, hold on. She, Tony Storm.
Tony was eating a steak during this entire match.
Well, then by the end, she was at a because
nothing new.
Got a bit of a cheap shot, and then she took the cake. She licked the cake, and then she threw champagne in Luther's face. What did Luther do? That was so mean.
That was so mean.
He's
Luther's
just
just there
there.
supporting. He's a supporting character. He's
He was
never
just-
hurt anybody.
What was Tony Anna trying?
She had some facial expressions that were very off. She was very either into the match or contemplating her next move. I'm not sure.
Anyways, yeah, we can keep going. Sorry, good.
No, you're good. This next segment, I just think it was a cluster. I really do. I mean, the match wasn't that bad, but I feel like there was way too much horse playing around in this match. Anthony Bowens taking on AR Fox, taking on Brody King, taking on Maxwell Jacob Freeman. This is a number 2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match, all in Texas. There was no need. I mean, I know it's going to happen, but there's no need to bring the whole group down and then MJF is hiding behind the commentary table. I mean, this is a mockery. I mean, and this is another reason why I think there's too much. There's not enough wrestling. I mean, there is enough wrestling, but there's too many storylines. There's too many things going on when the match is. They're trying to focus on the match. Like I could have been happy with them all wrestling and no stupid stuff around the ringside area. Like I think it would have made for a better match. What's your take on this, guys?
As Fernando said, I mean, that's what MJF does, because I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to stay true to his character, and also because he is a member of the Hurt Syndicate, they came out to kind of help him and support him, and he was hiding behind the desk, yes, but he was actually hiding behind MVP and Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, so he was kind of like doing like a heel thing, so he was kind of staying true to his character, being a little bit too good for the other guys in the ring. And then, sorry, what has Charmaine said? The sheriff can take you there
out.
to see my bestie. Well, unfortunately,
to...
the answer is no. I am keeping Cactus Caitie for myself.
Oh my God, they will show up at our door, Sheriff. Don't be doing that. They will come bang on our door. They will find us.
I agree. It was fun. Listen, me and Charmaine, at what is it, karaoke? You don't want to. I'm gonna spare you that. All right. The finish of Cena versus Punk had a lot more people involved than this match. The finish of of Cody versus Roman. That WrestleMania, I remember all kinds of people coming in. Undertaker came out of nowhere for 2 seconds for no reason. That was funny.
I mean, you're right.
But yeah, I thought the match was fun. I can see why you would not like the Charmaine and Jeff. Of course, you would say that. I can see why you would not like MJF kind of doing his thing. But I mean, he is a heel, so you're not meant to like him.
He is a heel.
And Brody, oh my goodness, Brody King was over like crazy with this crowd. I think it's because he stood on business with that T-shirt that other time.
Well,
Brody King was bouncing around like the Energizer Bunny. I've never seen a man that big literally not stop. He was going from side to side. MJF could barely catch up with him. I mean, it was back to back. And what is this second number 2? What does that mean? Number 2 match in the Gauntlet? I just don't understand.
The number 2 entrant. It's like being the number 2 entrant into the Royal Rumble.
So coming out?
Yeah. But and then so
why do we need?
I think that
should be pulled out of a hat, like 3rd grade pin the tail in the dump.
No, because I said it's like the Royal Rumble, but not really. Because in the Royal Rumble, you don't want to be number 1 or number 2. But the reason you want to come out first in the Gauntlet match is because the first person to get a fall wins the match. So
right.
If you come out sooner, then you have more of a chance. But unfortunately for him, number 1 is going to be Mark Briscoe.
Briscoe.
This is where it started getting a little too much. Mark Briscoe comes out after the post match with a MJF as a Tiny Pecker shirt, which I think was hilarious. But you had Mark Briscoe come out. You had Jet Speed come out.
Jet Speed. Jet Speed?
Wasn't that what's the tag team? Jet Speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Speed.
But isn't it Speedball Bailey?
That's their name, but the group's called Jet Speed.
Yeah, I mean maybe officially.
Their tag team name is Jet Speed, but it's Speedball Bailey and yeah.
A little too much talking for me. I mean, I know Mark Briscoe was not happy that MJF got the second spot in the Gauntlet match, and then next week.
He's not happy about that.
Huh?
Why do you think he wasn't happy about that?
Why do I not think he's happy about it?
Yeah. Why do you think he wasn't happy about that?
What is this, a trivia question?
No.
Well, he kind of said in the promo that he was happy because that means he gets to beat up.
Well, yeah, he's gonna beat his ass, but I mean, in all fairness, I mean, he might have said he was happy, but I mean, he probably wasn't happy of how the match went down.
He wants to. I think if I remember, Mark said that next week he wants to get MJF in the ring, not in a match, but just to talk to him without the Hurt Syndicate around, just him by himself. So maybe they can talk out their differences before the Gauntlet match.
And that's all because of the criticism that MJF was giving him last week about his blue collar trash, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that was funny.
You know what? Right. That's why he's probably mad, because he didn't want to give him any kind of one over whatever. But no, he.
And did you see his shirt? MJF has a little pickle, and then the crowd kept saying little pickle. And then when he said he wants to talk with MJF next week, and then the crowd started chanting "Talkie Talk," and MJF was like, "You guys are chanting Talkie Talk? Like y'all are just chanting anything at this point."
Pretty much.
He's been really doing well on the mic, especially recently. I like this feud with MJF because I think we're kind of seeing like a different side of Briscoe, a more like lighthearted kind of babyface side.
And he looked a little. I don't know if he dyed his beard or what, but he looked a little cleaned up tonight.
He got veneers.
Here we go. That's
what happened. He got veneers.
Okay. Well, you know what? Sometimes we have to cover up the cracks.
I want to answer Charmaine's question though. I honestly think Jon Moxley is. I think he's losing. I think he's going to go away.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's done.
He's Hangman's winning. Hangman's is winning. I would not be surprised if Monet still holds on to all of her titles. She's not giving up any of those.
You don't think she's going to lose at TBS?
She could.
I think she can lose.
She could, because she doesn't need it. But Toni Storm, I don't know if
she don't need any of the titles she has. None of them.
No, because she's got Tony Khan wrapped around her finger. As Hangman said, the final decision, it comes down to him.
I know. Mad Dog loves the CEO for some reason. He loves the CEO.
CEO. Where's our
Everybody loves the CEO.
Oh yeah, we have lots of our friends. We have Jon Moxley tonight, guys. He was on fire. We have our CEO, Mad Dog. Welcome back. Yep. So, all right, but yes, we had Knight, we had Bailey, we had everybody coming out at the end, but MJF did defeat Fox, and
on Collision. So Kevin Knight is going to face Shelton Benjamin 1-on-1 in a match. Just them.
Yeah,
two.
good luck. That's never a good idea.
So I got to ask you guys, because I had the volume down on this point, so I didn't hear what was going on. What was the whole thing with Young Bucks and the limo and the shoes? Like, what was all
no, it's because they're from California. This is their hometown.
That's why throughout the show you saw them like going around in the limo to like different areas because they're from Rancho Cucamonga, California. So this they weren't in Rancho. They were in I think it's Ontario, California, but it's not that far from their actual city. And so
Yeah.
they were just going around in the limo, going to old places in their neighborhood. And as they called it, they were flexing their wealth because the neighborhood's poor, but they're rich now. So it's like, is what it is. They're like, I can't believe that, we used to be one of these peasants. That's basically their thing. And then they come out and they get a good
They're like,
reaction.
get back in the limo.
Even heels, they get their hometown pop. So everybody was like, yay, founding fathers. So that's pretty much that was about.
Yep. But
let's go to the next match. You had Bandito.
Oh, wait, sorry.
What?
Last week, Osprey and Hangman asked them to
yeah,
put
we haven't
the
talked
MVP
to
titles
anything
on
yet.
the line. Yeah. And then the Young Bucks didn't really answer because actually it was really, really smart, because why would you put that on the line and the people that you're facing don't have anything on the line? They're like, we don't have a real reason to do that. So they did accept the stipulation, but in return, if Swerve and
That's not now. This is after this.
oh, I thought you were asking what was said with the Young Bucks.
No. I was just asking what was said during the pro. Like there was, they had what 5 or 6 promos tonight.
Oh, you mean the vignettes when they were like in the
Yeah,
limo?
that's what I
Oh,
meant.
that's it. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I just didn't know what. I saw the limo, I saw the shoes, I saw them. I just didn't know what was going on.
Gotcha.
That's
Oh, my
all.
bad. Okay.
Because he had the volume down.
I was talking to somebody. It was too loud. Let's talk about this. What was it? It was a 3-on-3 tag team match. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks, and
Inosuke Takeshita.
yes, taking on Bandito and Kyle O'Reilly and Redrick Strong.
The Paragon.
There you go.
I mean, of course, you can't have them lose in their hometown, especially not before the pay-per-view. So, Young Bucks win. There's not much else to say.
This wasn't that bad of a match.
I'm fucking tired of Prince Nana dance. SMH, you gotta swerve when you do. I can't believe this, Charmaine.
She's more of a Joe Henry character.
No one even said his name, and he still appeared.
I know. Don't you dare say his name.
I was making a cereal. I didn't care for the vignette. Well, they were eating in and out, so.
They were, seriously.
And they were disgusted by it because now they eat, steaks and stuff.
Oh.
This match was not bad. Back and forth, super kicks everywhere, and I mean, I knew that the Young Bucks were going to lose this match. I mean, like you said, it was their hometown. Like this was not
Did
a match.
You just say you knew this match?
Huh?
Did you just say you knew they were going to lose this match?
No, I said I knew they. I said I knew they were not going to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second.
No, I knew they weren't going to lose in their hometown.
Yeah, they never do. I mean, if you notice and do your research, you can most definitely go with the flow on most of that.
After the match, you saw Swerve Strickland and
yes, Charmaine. Yes.
Kermit. What'd you say, Kermit?
Kermit the Frog? You missed that segment? Did you not catch that one?
No, I did not catch Kermit the Frog.
What?
No.
I'm sure you saw Miss Piggy though.
No, I saw Will Ospreay and come out after an attack the Young Bucks, and they wanted an answer from last week if they're going to put their EV. Is it with the EVP titles or the EVP? Or is it the EVP position on the line?
Their EVP titles.
Kind of the same thing, but yeah.
And they originally said no, but Will Ospreay had this brilliant idea before he even said it to him that if they lose, that they both can't challenge for the world title for a year.
And Swerve was not too excited about that.
I mean, we obviously know the Bucks are going to lose. I mean, that I don't see them winning this.
I also think that the Bucks are gonna lose. I don't think it's
Do you
obvious.
think this is when Jack Perry
I
comes
don't
back?
know that I would say it's obvious, but oh, the sound effects.
Ooh, ah.
Yee.
I think so, guys.
Oh, you think Jack Perry's coming back?
Well, we all know that what's his name? Oh,
Ooh.
thank you, Charmaine. We all know that Darby's coming back. We
Unfortunately,
just don't know exactly when. So
Oh,
I
is
would
he?
not be surprised. Oh yeah, he's coming back. He should be back soon.
Yeah. So that we're looking forward to this. The card for All In is actually looking pretty stacked. It is.
In there.
Let's talk.
Well,
Huh?
you know what? Check out next Friday at 8:00. We have Mad Dog and our very own Vincent doing the prediction show.
Katie's taking the night off. She's having one too many cocktails while we're doing the show.
I'm just sharing the love. It's not the Katie show.
By the
That's
way,
all.
AEW Dynamite 300, Heroes versus Villains,
Yes,
sponsored
we've had
by the new Superman movie. So we got Tony Storm. I think there was one with MJF and Omega too. We got some specialty commercials. If you guys stuck around for I don't think there was a picture-in-picture there, but there were specialty commercials with some of the actors from the movie with Tony. Anyway, with Tony Storm, Omega, and MJF. Advertising the Superman movie. So I think one of the commercials had Nicholas Hoult in it, which is cool.
Well,
the next match went right in from the promo. We saw Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay taking on the Beast Mortis, and is it Darlistico?
Callistico.
It's Callistico.
Yeah, with a C.
And in the beginning word is a D.
We all know you like that D. Let it go.
That's weird. So it's Callistico. D-R-A. Huh. I think somebody needs to go back to the.
Jeff says he saw the Kenny Omega one. Yeah, I think MJF was in that one. The Beast is the boyfriend.
Well, I know they literally they started this match that Audrey couldn't even ring the bell fast enough to start this match. It was full on just
100%. I will be keeping Cactus Caitie at home for myself, but I will be at karaoke.
Oh, you're gonna be at karaoke, but I can't go to karaoke?
Hang out with my dog.
What is going on that weekend? Do you already have plans? What's the story?
That is SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, yeah.
I know, but what's the story? What karaoke place are you going to?
Oh, it's called Radio Star.
Yes, if you are in New York City for SummerSlam, come see the UPR
Venomous Vincent is definitely invited.
On Friday night. Karaoke.
Damn, poor Obs.
Woo-hoo.
Remember those vignettes they used to do in the very, very, very beginning of AEW about feeling unwanted? Did you get swatted?
No, something. My dog knocked over something in the background, and I was like very startled.
Beautiful. Anyways, we were talking about the Bandito and Young Bucks match and stuff, right?
Yeah, we were just talking.
We were.
And then we moved on. Okay, so yeah, at All In, Texas, Dallas. I don't see the Young Bucks winning, to be honest with you. I think they're going to put over Ospreay and Swerve. And I don't see them not challenging for the world title. I do think we're going to get a world title match between Hangman and Swerve. And in order to do that, it would be really, 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 really inconvenient if Swerve can't challenge for the title for a year. I don't see Hangman holding on to the title for a year. So there we go.
No, I think Hangman's traditional. I think he's he's not going to hold it for that long. He's one of those guys that he's holding the title for. I don't know who's coming back. Maybe Darby, maybe somebody.
Darby, Jack Perry, any of those people.
If you think that, because I do remember them saying, or not them saying, people thought the plan was for Darby to win. It's going to be so fun. She's going to need a bodyguard that weekend. It was going to be the champion. So if you think that this is just to get to Darby, then I guess that would be considered a transitional champion. Although I don't think that that's the case. I think that they chose Hangman for a reason. But go ahead, Katie. I think I cut you off a bit.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know if they... I think they have too much writing on this. I have too much.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have to be... I don't see Will in Strickland losing for a year. I think that was too high of a stipulation, and that gave it away.
What if they would have said 6 months?
I think Will is way too much of a face in this company to put that on them.
When he gets the title, he's gonna be the guy for sure.
Yeah, he is. And so I don't know exactly when that's gonna be, but it'll be sooner than later. Hangman's gotta have his turn.
What say you, Vince? Any words on this?
I mean, like I said, I mean, we all know who's going to win this title. I mean, we know that Moxley's going to go away for a while. Hangman's going to take over for, I would say,
I'm for
4 to
sure
5
coming,
months.
Charmaine. You got me a bodyguard?
And you're going to either have Jack Perry or you're going to have Darby Allin come back and challenge for the title.
Yes, for sure. That's totally. I would not be surprised. All In is one of AEW's biggest nights. So he set something up his sleeve, I'm sure. So yeah. But you know what? We're about to enter into the main event here, guys. But right before that, we had Kenny Omega make his entrance. The crowd went crazy. What did you think about him? I'm not a Kenny Omega fan. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's the nicest guy in the world. I just can't get over it. He looks like a troll to me. Ripple silk skin. Okay?
I'm not a Kenny Omega fan.
What?
I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan either?
I think he's saying he's not an Omega fan. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a big Kenny Omega fan. I mean, I feel like you have to know Kenny Omega back in New Japan to really understand and like him, because I mean, I'm not gonna say you can't like him now, but I feel like a lot of his career,
I'm safe, Charmaine. I'm safe with you.
Rode on New Japan and some of the feuds he had with Jericho and Takeshita, like those are like the feuds that he had in New Japan, and then coming over and working with some of these guys in AEW. Like, if you followed his career, I think you'd have more of a deeply respect for him than, like, for
Fair.
me. I didn't watch him.
I mean,
I also do not watch New Japan. I like Kenny Omega in AEW. So in the context of that, I do like him. He's not my favorite. There's a lot of guys I'd probably say I like more. But I do like Kenny. And also, Kenny
oh, Jeffrey!
The bodyguard position. Oh, wow. You're taking applications already?
I guess I am taking applications.
We've got a couple.
I love it.
Houston. You've got
but I mean, I got Sheriff with me, guys.
I will not say AEW sec if you call me. Oh yeah, you've got the Sheriff with you.
I got the Sheriff coming.
I still can't get over the fact that you actually thought I was a cop. That was funny as hell.
100%.
That's not where the name comes from, but it's a long story.
I know.
So Omega, right? I like Omega. I mean, I also think that Omega has he's got a bit of an aura to him. I know that people kind of see him as, at one point, he was seen as kind of like the best in the world, the best wrestler in the world. So I really can't. He's entertaining in the ring.
Really high.
And also, he's a little older now, but I do know for a fact that Omega, he's
a recovering diverticulitis patient.
People like that too. people like the way that he looked. I have a lot of friends.
Really?
I have one particular friend. I'm not gonna call you out. She was a little bit upset. Like her entire feed was just Kenny Omega. It's wild. They love them some Kenny. So Kenny was definitely a star. I respect his career, even if I didn't follow it in New Japan.
Sure. Guys, let's get into the main event. Katie, you take this one.
All right. Well, tonight, main event would be the two former New Japan wrestlers, Kota Ibushi.
Why would you give this one to Katie? I can't believe you. Take it away, Cactus.
And Okada.
Kota Ibushi versus Okada. I was about to say Kata.
See, we all messed it up. This is literally the match, as I said, the match for who's got the better translator for All In. Okay? They get first priority pick. That's what it's going to be. And this ends up being the Rainmaker. I just went right to the winner. Sorry. Audrey was the ref here. That's as much as I got out of this match. Okay.
Audrey Edwards.
Yes. Women representing women, all for it. But
Sheriff, what do you think about this match?
Yeah.
So I know Ibushi just kind of
Ibushi. What's that?
Just kind of returned. So I get to be honest, I don't really get the appeal with Ibushi. I do like him. Don't get me wrong. He's entertaining in the ring, and Rainmaker who? This says Rainmaker who? Okada, Continental Champion. But the only reason I kind of really care about this match is, one, because, I mean, it's Okada. We're kind of all waiting to see who's going to take the Continental title off of him. So, Ibushi seems to be
He's a Don Callis guy, though.
He's in the family, yeah.
He is in the family.
Well, he's in the family because the Elite and the Don Callis family, they kind of have like a thing going now. And so also, like, they're going to work together because the strength in numbers in AEW. AEW is kind of gang warfare. I think Ibushi is kind of in the running to be someone to take the title off of Okada. But it's really all about, like, Omega's. Okada's the only person to hold the Continental Championship. It was made for him. Yeah. And so whoever takes the title off, sorry, I was reading Jeffrey's comment, but
what did it say? I saw Katie. That's all I saw. We'll have to read it back in a minute. But finish your thought before you leave it.
I was going to say that the person who takes the title of him, that's going to be a pretty big push. So if it's going to be Ibushi, then you kind of got to go all in on him. So I can see them putting him in the main event here. Well,
I mean, yeah.
100%. That's why they're teamed up. So
Don Callis is shady. He's so shady on so many levels. Kyle Fletcher, the Rainmaker. I don't even. Who's the guy with the earmuffs? The wrestling.
Josh Alexander.
I feel like he doesn't even know where he is half the time. Okay. I don't see any them ever gonna win.
Well,
was Okada he part of the family?
Yeah. Josh Alexander's part of the family, and Okada is either maybe temporarily or maybe permanently. I don't know.
Was he part of the family when he got his title?
I'm sorry.
Was
Okada?
Yeah, Okada when he got his title.
He was not.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, but the alliance is kind of new. It's kind of like a culmination of so many storylines with the Death Riders kind of taking over with their crew, and then MJF choosing to align himself with the Hurt Syndicate, and then the Don Callis family. The strength in numbers. The Elite it's the Young Bucks. It's Okada. They've kind of broken away. Well, they've broken away for a long time from Hangman and Omega, so their numbers are dwindling as well. And also, where's the scapegoat? We don't know. So the Elite, they need more.
I want him back. I want Darby
Allin
back. I want
the goat too.
Back.
Where's
I
the
think
scapegoat? All
they
right.
need him back. They need
I
him
would
back.
love to see. I would love to see him return and
I almost would rather have him back than EDP, than the Young Bucks.
Mad Dog Kelly says AEW Dark ended like 2 years ago.
Yes, it did.
It did. It was
But you
kind
can
of
watch
like,
reruns.
I think it ended when Rampage became a thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
I only want Jericho back.
You think Storm's beating Mercedes? That's a quick question. Do you guys think Storm is beating Mercedes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I do.
Cactus Gatie's not.
I think that's a horrible booking. Is how I
If
feel about it.
if Mercedes loses,
I think both of them fighting against each other is a horrible booking because neither one of them need it. Both of them have multiple title belts. That's just stupid.
The thing that you're saying is okay. The reason that's a interesting question. Neither one of them can really lose, or not really that they can't lose. It's that both of them, I could see winning for multiple reasons. Toni Storm, this is her second title run, but she did lose before, and we saw her losing it. She kind of went off the grid for a bit after. So who knows what's going to happen if she loses again? Mercedes is basically undefeated. Unless you count the New Japan Pro Strong, but that was in a triple threat, and that was in a different promotion. So TK booked themselves in a corner, right? Corner, yes, but the fact of the matter is it makes the match unpredictable. And so I like that aspect of it. It makes me more excited. But when you call it a corner, I'm saying like, I don't really want to see either of them lose. But I would be okay with either of them winning.
Exactly,
so
that's what I'm saying.
I want to root for Mercedes, but I can't root against Toni. And I want to root for Toni, but I can't root against Mercedes. So then it just becomes like, okay, Toni, do what you will. Do your worst. Give us what you're gonna go with.
I mean, look at our background right now. We have Toni Storm on one side. We have Mercedes on the other.
He's injured.
He's injured. Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be crazy, but yes. So we went over the main card event. We went over the fact that next Friday, 8:00, you will see Vincent and Mad Dog Kelly for the prediction show. On Saturday, June 12th, you will have the AEW All In pay-per-view. You can watch that on normal pay-per-view viewings. So I think that's Prime, and maybe, I don't know, what other way is there?
Wait,
Dave & Buster's.
To watch All In pay-per-view?
Yeah.
I think it's what is that called?
Prime
and Fight TV as well. I think Fight TV is still a thing.
I don't know. We'll have to get that for you before
AMC theaters sometimes, and then also Dave & Buster's. Yeah.
I am coming, Charmaine. Don't you worry. I will be there.
She's just making sure, right? Triller. Oh, Triller. There we go. That too.
Oh, Triller. That's what I was thinking about. Yes. So, all right. Well, before we go, we're going to run a commercial and bring Mad Dog in for his very last news segment before he jumps the AEW ship and joins the NXT trio.
He's basically Ethan Page.
I know. You can catch him on Tuesday nights right after NXT with the amazing, most beautiful wrestling doll and Mr. Bad Jack. I forgot his name. I'm sure someone can comment. But he will be on there. So, alright, real quick, let's get ready for Mad Dog.
I want to shout out a few things because I've seen this happen a couple times. The most memorable ones, in my opinion, was one, Bianca Belair getting her ass whooped in the middle of the ring in a figure 8 leg lock, and Rhea Ripley comes out and still had to do her whole entrance with a leg thing. Number two, Matt Hardy getting his ass whooped in AEW, and Jeff Hardy still had to come out and get his dancing going on. And this one, John Cena getting beat up in the middle of the ring, and I'm a big Penta fan. I'm a huge Penta fan. Same time with that, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Even Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, BBBR, were in the ring. They stopped to give him some respect. And then why is he doing that? They said, fuck it, I'm just going to run. Braun just said, fuck it, I'm going to go beat his ass. And Braun Breaker said, I'm going to go outside. It made no sense. They still got his ass whooped. Sammy had to come save him. I haven't seen Penta do something so stupid since he got eliminated for the Royal Rumble. They try to play it off. Bottom line is, I was so disappointed. That will never go down in the history of me. My man literally came out. You might as well have your pyro, bro. You might as well do this.
Yeah. I mean, it was no ref in the ring, so I get it.
So the ref would have woke up.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
Hi guys, what's up? Where am I? Am I here? There. Hi everybody.
There you are.
Now I'm gone. Okay.
No, that's right.
Cactus playing around with the screen.
Nice of me to do.
Hi there. A lot to get through this week. Just
Cactus Caitie pressing buttons again.
Okay, I'm going to get to what I need to get to, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot going on. So Saraya, which is actually Paige, she actually told the Orlando Sentinel that she has not had any conversations with WWE in making a return to the company. Oh my God, WWE Evolution, almost messed up there, is next Sunday. A lot of people want to see Paige show back up. The next thing I have here is Body Slam says that there's a lot of interest from a bunch of AEW superstars whose contracts have ended or going to end at the end of the summer. Danhausen, I believe, Isaiah Cassidy, and a couple others here from Private Party as well. Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn are also interested in WWE's interested in signing those guys. And WWE needs tag teams right now. So this is actually not a bad move from WWE to kind of scoop Private Party up if they do run their contracts out and go over there.
B stands for Elite.
I do think that might happen. Now, I believe Danhausen's was up in July, according to sources. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think Danhausen and R-Truth can make comedy gold. I think that's what they should do.
R-Truth.
So I think that's what they should
Ron
do.
Killings.
Now, I said earlier in the chat, and this is why I read this in the chat, because, I said one of the Young Bucks is hurt. That's why they're going to lose that Fall In next Saturday. The reason why is because Matt Jackson revealed on a podcast that he got hurt during Anarchy in the Arena. So they're still doing the match. The match is on, obviously. But yeah, Young Bucks are going to lose. My favorite tag team of all time, besides the Usos, are losing to people, to Will Oceanspray and Swerve, who aren't even a tag team. It should happen, but it's going to. He needs to get better, so hopefully Matt Jackson does. Lucha Libre actually has been in talks with WWE about signing a new talent to WWE. I believe her name is, I say this wrong, my bad, I believe her name is La Hirdereda, I think her name is. She's a very big AAA wrestler over there on the brand. She actually might be getting signed to WWE, so I'm excited about that. The next thing I got here is, did you guys hear about this? This is crazy. This is so over kayfabe. This might break the wrestling world.
What?
Netflix is doing this documentary, and they've been actually now filming a season 2 about behind the scenes of WWE, and it's supposed to be about how Cody Rhodes, and it's supposed to be about how I believe how it was John Cena and Jey Uso and kind of all that, and it's going to be Cody and Cena at WrestleMania, and their build between it. And The Rock, of course, is in this thing, producing this thing, and he's also going to be in every episode of this show too.
Of
So
course, he's
I
got to
believe
get his
it's
money.
called Unreal, and I believe it's going out in July 29th. It's supposed to be like a Hard Knocks, I guess you could say, of WWE, from what I'm reading
Well,
here.
Mad Dog, I have a question
So,
though. Question for
yeah,
you. You have to look
right.
it up and
I'm
see.
excited for the show, really am. Octagon Jr. has signed a WWE contract, supposedly. That's been a big rumor going around ever since they did Worlds Collide a couple months ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe him.
Wait, who? Sorry?
Octagon Jr. He's a AAA wrestler. He's actually going to be signed to WWE. He got signed.
Wow,
Orange Cassidy, I think a lot of people actually in the chat were asking, where's Orange Cassidy? What's going on? He's injured. And he's not coming back for a while. He's going to miss AEW All In next week. He actually suffered a torn pec. We found this out now. Torn pec. He was injured earlier this year. This next story. Everyone's been hitting me up, my DMs. Everyone's been blowing me up on Twitter, Facebook. Find me all over the place, Instagram, wherever, about Britt Baker. What's happening with Britt Baker? She wants to leave. AEW won't let her. What's going on? I will tell everybody. So supposedly a story came out today that she wants to leave. Tony Khan is holding her hostage in AEW, doesn't want her to leave. Right now, she's very unhappy. She's not been on the air. A lot of backstage stuff going on. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's up. But WWE definitely wants her. That's all I have to say. And I would want her too, by the way. But I don't know if Tony's going to pull the trigger. I don't know if Tony's going to let her go. I have no idea.
Fightful saying that's true.
Right. And honestly, I don't know. Right.
Yeah, but did they want her before or after Mariah?
I've said this before. I want to see Britt Baker back. I understand that there were issues, or I don't know that because I wasn't there. I understand that there were issues behind the scenes, but you put too much money into Britt. And by the way, to be fair, if Britt is really acting out the way they say she is, Britt Baker, I'm gonna need you to, my sister in Christ, get it together so we can see the doctor. All right, don't be trying to fight MJF and shit. All right, come on. I want to see. I'm a fan. I want to see her back. So I hope
you know who to fight, who not to fight. MJF, Beast Mortis.
Go stop the Beast Mortis. Well, actually, you can't stop him now. He's connected to.
You can't. You cannot.
Don't slap the Beast Mortis. Forget I said that.
He debuts in WWE, man. I'm buying a T-shirt right away. I mean, that'd be crazy.
Sounds like a fan.
If he wants to go back, you can go after
him. They got Mariah May over there. They got Mariah May. Now Blake Monroe.
What's she doing? She's in NXT, right?
Anyway, this next one. So we have All In Texas this year. Next year, All In will be going back to Wembley Stadium. They announced it today on the Rich Ice show with Tony Khan today. They're going back to Wembley next year. Make sure you get your tickets, I guess, whenever they go on sale.
In England?
Hi. And the last thing I got here is Roman Reigns has been absent for a while. This is the story of the day.
He had a baby.
We now know why. That's right. Katie said it first. Roman Reigns, congrats to him. He has now another child with his wife. I think her name is Jillian Becker, I believe her name is.
She got more kids than
they had I believe this is their 6th child. That's crazy, 6 kids.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If that was my husband, I'd have as many kids as that man wanted.
That's true.
Wow, that's awesome. Congrats to Roman and his family. That's why he might miss SummerSlam now. There's been a big update today that he might miss SummerSlam and the plans might be in jeopardy. But other sources have said no. SummerSlam plans are still on. He's still able to return. But now we know why the long hiatus is.
Good for him.
Because he's, him and his wife had another kid. So I'm so happy. Hare's been married, I think, since 2014. That's the biggest story of the day, and that's all I got for my final new segment on AEW Dynamite. I'm sorry. What do we call ourselves now? The Elite Heat Podcast, I believe we call ourselves.
Yay.
So,
What are you
yeah.
gonna call yourself when you make the jump to NXT? Because you can't
I
keep your
know.
name. We're keeping the train.
I'm crying right now. I don't want to cry on air, but I'm getting a little emotional. I'm not gonna.
Well,
you know,
thank you, Mad Dog, for all
It
you've
was a
done
pleasure
for
being
all
with
of us
you guys
here.
for almost 2 years. I've been doing this with you guys. It's been crazy.
It has not been 2 years, but
I got rid of that shirt. That shirt was torn up, so I threw that shirt
Oh,
out.
no.
what is a Kenny Omega shirt?
I had Learning Tree on though for all you. One last time. Gotta hear me, rant about Jericho. So
David says
Oh.
Britt is a dentist.
Let's do
Why
this.
does she need for wrestling?
It's time
That's
now.
actually
So.
that's also
All
why
right.
she'll go to WWE because she said the reason
Hey,
she
Chris.
doesn't want to. She wants to still be a full-time dentist, or at least as full-time as she can be, because she
Right.
spent all that time and money to get her license and stuff.
With-
And I don't see WWE letting her do that, or
Right.
I don't know.
I agree. But here's the thing, though, Sheriff. I said this earlier. AEW does not want to use her. Tony Khan wants to listen to those wrestling
That
marks
can be changed.
on the internet and took her off
It has
TV for
nothing
no
to do
reason.
with that. It has
She's
nothing
healthy.
to do with
There's
that.
no injury.
If
No
it had
injury.
to do with marks on the internet, then a
Right.
lot of people wouldn't be on TV.
That's
okay?
what he said, though. He actually said that, Sheriff, on a podcast. He actually said, I took her off because the marks on the marks of the
Wait, Tony Khan
what are they called? Internet.
What happened to our friend?
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was because of the marks on the internet. That's why he took her off. He said it. He admitted it. It's crazy.
No shot. Tony Khan, did you
Yeah,
really say that?
Yep. I will send you the podcast clip of him saying it. It's nuts.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, this was Mad Dog's last news segment.
The last time is
We
now,
wish
Katie. The
you-
last time is now.
It is.
John
That's right.
Cena
We
reference
wish
right there.
you the best of luck over at NXT. Everyone check them out on Tuesday nights at 10:15. Venomous, would you like to send our ending greeting?
Yes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Mad Dog, you've been a big support on AEW review, and your news segments will be missed. Maybe every once in a while you can come back on and give us the update.
Yay!
You make me
But-
cry, man.
We'll be doing the shows with you still for the pay-per-views, so maybe
Yeah.
Cactus and the Sheriff might, but I'll still be with you. So best of luck to you, bud, and hope you
Thanks.
enjoy over
And I'll see you next Friday.
Yes.
Mad Dog,
All right.
that'll be your name from now on.
Guys, that is the end of the show. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next Wednesday, right here on the All Elite Heat Podcast, I'm Vincent Laspada, Venomous Vincent, Cactus Caitie, the Sheriff. We'll see you later, guys.
Good night.